I live my life with the mantra of as little drama as possible.
Same.
And I think in this instance, not inviting her would create more drama than what I could bother to deal with.
My ex-best friend and I were best friends for 10 years. She saw me through the best and worst of times, and a few of those years were long distance. One of us moved overseas. We had a falling out 2 years ago. It was pretty rough and we tried to work through it, but it just wasn't working, so we stopped speaking. We never spoke about it to resolve things, but since then we've messaged each other just for like birthdays and big events. For example, she did text me congratulations when I got engaged. It's always been pleasant. Her family and I have remained super close, which includes her parents and her sister, who is like a little sister to me. I definitely want to invite her family to my wedding, but does that mean I have to invite her? If so, how do I approach the situation? The wedding will only be with my closest family and friends, 100 people. Wow, that's a lot of close friends.
I was like, 100
I was
people?
like,
That's so
wow,
many.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have that many people. She was always my other half, and I never imagined having my wedding without her. But is it weird to invite someone who you're not close to anymore just because they used to mean a lot to you and their family are coming? I think about her every day, and I wish that we could reconcile our friendship, but I fear the distance is too hard after our falling out.
I think call her and have a conversation.
Why just invite her?
No, I wouldn't just invite her.
The whole family's coming.
Yeah, look, the reason why, it's like, okay, hear me out. This is my version of this. It's like you had an ex-boyfriend, you broke up with him, but you kept the family and you invited the whole family to your wedding, but you didn't invite him.
That's different.
Like, I think it's the same.
No,
I think
you're
it's the same.
Different.
I don't know. I think it's whatever. I think it's similar. Look, I think just give her a call and have a conversation with her and be honest and be like, I love your family. Obviously, there's been so much that's happened between us and our friendship. See if you can rekindle the friendship. You're still texting. You still have tried. I don't know. I feel like that this is an instance where if everything else is great, you may be able to reconnect on that friendship, at least in a way that you feel comfortable with having her at your wedding. Or if you don't, at least then you've had a conversation around it and you've said like, you know, obviously we are not as close anymore. It makes me so sad. I think about you all the time, but I think that where we're at in our friendship is where we're supposed to be. However, I still speak to your mum all the time. I still speak to your sister all the time. I really want to have them at my wedding. Like, are you going to be okay with that? Just ask the question.
Tell her that if she pays her $85 per head, she can come.
Would you?
In this situation, yes, I would invite her. Now, hear me out. If this was a close friend's wedding of 40 people, then no, she doesn't make the cut. You've got 100 people there, including her entire family, and you are on talking terms again, and you wish you were friends again, and you do message each other on the big occasions. She did message you, congratulations. You don't need to have her in your bridal party, but I think in this situation, it'll cause more harm than good, especially when her entire family's coming. It's going to make them awkward as well. They're going to feel awkward saying, sorry, daughter, that you're not the only one, you're the only one not invited. I think just like let her come, just write her a message that says, hey, I know it's been tumultuous over the last few years, but you, long story short, you've always been there. We've always had a connection, and your family's coming. I would love you to come, and maybe you can pick up the friendship after. But there's 100 people. Put her on the edge of the photos. You can cut her out if it doesn't go well and the friendship ends. But
you can also just put the photo in our, once again, discussion group. Everyone loves the Photoshop. They'll just get rid of her.
We'll do it. Yep, all of a sudden Hugh Jackman will be at your wedding. We will Photoshop anyone you want.
She was never there. I rarely agree with this. Like
I thought
usually
you were gonna say rarely agree with me.
I fucking never agree with her. I rarely agree with this. I rarely would say invite someone to your wedding who you don't want there. My 99.9% reaction to this stuff is you don't need anyone at your wedding that you don't want there. But in this instance, the fact that you are inviting her whole family and not her is the biggest fuck you. Like it makes you, even if you weren't in the wrong in the friendship breakup, it makes you seem like the biggest asshole.
Yeah.
And for anyone who is like on the periphery of your friendships, it looks like you're the one who has a real issue. And the likelihood is that if you guys are not friends and things are not good and she doesn't want the friendship, she's not going to come. She's going to come up with an excuse, or she will come. And if she does come, it could be a great opportunity for the two of you to be friends again. You're obviously not going to do it at the wedding. You've got other things to worry about. You've got your partner to, spend time with. But yeah, I live my life with the mantra of as little drama as possible.
Same.
And I think in this instance, not inviting her would create more drama than what I could bother to deal with.
Hundy.
So yes, Hundy, same.
Hundy. Put her on the last seat of the
Preach.
table. Put her down the end. Like,
So I think there's only two ways you can approach it. Either invite her, move on with your life, or actually give her a call and have a conversation with her. You can't get away with just inviting the family and not inviting her because that makes you look like the asshole. Weddings are hard.